I'm Beulah Wang, Buff Wang. I was on faculty here at Cortland, and I feel privileged to have been a faculty member here.
How did you wind up here?
Actually, I had come back from Turkey, and I was looking for a job in the States. And I was visiting friends up in Boston. I went to their placement center, and I was going through any job openings that were listed, and there was a job opening in Cortland. So I picked up the telephone and called to see if it was still open. I had plans to go down to Pennsylvania and visit a friend down there, so I thought, if this job is still open, I could just come right through Cortland that way and look into it a little bit more. It was still available, so I stopped in Cortland. I met Dr. Olway. Do you know Dr. Olway?
No, I don't think I did.
You probably know Dr. Arnsdorf.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Dr. Arnsdorf and Dr. Olway were here. It was during the summertime, and not very many of the faculty members were around, but they were here, and I had a chance to meet them and look at the facility and learn about the program, and it looked very appealing to me. So I was interested, and I had the qualifications. Actually, at that time, it was a one-year position, filling in for somebody who was on leave. And it just, then when I came and I saw the location, because I'm from Minnesota farm area in Minnesota, small town farm area, it looked appealing to me. And once I got here, it was, it's just a great school and a great student body.
When you came here, what was your area of specialty in terms of teaching?
Well, we all at that time taught almost all activities. And so I was really the strongest in volleyball and tennis. Those were my greatest strengths, but I felt competent with basketball and badminton, soccer, women's soccer, those areas. And I was really an activities teacher. But most of my classes that I ended up being assigned to were volleyball, and I did a lot of tennis. Then gradually over the years I transferred into more of the academic field.
Right, the theory. Yeah.
The theory.
Right. And did you do any coaching during that time period?
Well, I was here when we started moving into the coaching.
So you were here when women's teams first got
I was here
developed?
during that transition time.
Okay.
Actually, the first year, first couple of years probably, what we did was have class teams. And the coaching was really limited to helping to select the students for the class teams, and then they did their own practicing, and we were doing officiating and helping to train officials to conduct the program.
Right.
But the program was sort of much more student-run. We didn't have coaching for them. But then, as I stayed, and we moved into the transition year of going into women's athletics, then I was the coach for the volleyball team.
And how long did you coach volleyball?
I was at that atmosphere, the philosophical thought of not emphasizing sport, but sport was just something that you help people learn to do to enjoy. So I didn't do a lot of record keeping, but I was coaching the volleyball. I must have coached them for 6 or 7 years.
Okay.
I came here, I had been teaching overseas in Turkey before I came here. And as a matter of fact, I went back to teach in Turkey again. And then I returned to Cortland and I picked up the coaching once more. So my
far as your Cortland experiences was concerned?
Well, I would say probably Dr. Lay. When I was hired, Dr. Alway was the chair of the department, but she and her philosophy about physical education and athletics were moving out, and society had become much more accepting of active, physically active, strong women. And the profession was moving to becoming more accepting. And right at that time, Dr. Alway retired and Dr. Lay came in, and Dr. Lay was really at the front, cutting edge of moving into women's athletics. So even though we didn't overlap for a long period of time, in a sense, she confirmed my own, personal feelings about being active, and she moved the program in that direction. Ultimately, she had an influence on me. In addition to a lot of her other involvements, she was on the board of directors for an organization called the United States Sports Academy.
Right.
And